Hey everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for tuning in to the CIGARVIXEN channel. Today I have another exciting box unveiling from Privada Cigar Club. If you've never heard of the club, again, it's one of those things where not quite sure where you've been hiding, or maybe you're just afraid to commit to a club. But let me reiterate the really cool perks about this club. First of all, it's customized, so you get on there, you talk about things that you like and times that you like to smoke, things you like to maybe eat or pair your cigars with. And the price point is amazing considering what you're getting. So it's $25.99 a month, and you get like top of the line, rare, aged, limited, first time runs, things that aren't available anymore. I mean, they literally go and hunt and scour and do all these really crazy things to get us these amazing cigars. And the best part is they're actually delivered to your doorstep. So I'm a huge fan of Privada Cigar Club, hence me rocking the Privada Cigar Club t-shirt. I did want to take a minute to just talk about the t-shirt itself, because I know that there's a lot of you that enjoy, the different cigar swag and the shirts and all that stuff. This is a really, really nice quality t-shirt. It's a little bit big, but for my taste anyways, but it's still really nice. It's very soft. So let me tell you a little bit about the t-shirt before I get into the box. So this was a letter from Brian. It says, "Thank you. With your help, we have been able to consistently get the best cigars this industry has to offer. Each month we pool our money together and go out and hunt for, age, and curate the absolute finest cigars available. Rare, limited, and aged. Only the best for Privada members." This is not a COTM. It's a community of the most discerning and passionate cigar smokers out there. Thank you for being part of this, and thank you for allowing me to be part of it with you. Now about this t-shirt. So it's 95% bamboo, which means it's great for the environment. It also means it's going to last a lot longer than cotton. It won't shrink and it won't fade. You can feel its weight. You can. Like everything else we do at Privada, it's quality. Cotton uses 9% of the world's water consumption and 30% of all pesticides used in farming. Bamboo requires none of those. We partnered with Sumer to make this shirt. Check out their products at www.sumerlaw.com. That's S-U-M-E-R. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. At Privada, we care about each member and their satisfaction. This is a cigar community. Please log on to www.spiritedsmoke.com to like, comment, and post in our club forum. Please show support to your hashtag BOTL and hashtag SOTL by commenting on the posts you read. Together we can grow this into the #1 destination for cigars, spirits, and craft brews. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. So I can actually attest to what that says about this t-shirt. I'm wearing it. It's a little bit big. It's I tried washing it in hot water and then drying it on high heat to think that maybe it would shrink a little bit. It did not shrink. It did not fade. So, I mean, again, black in hot water usually kind of starts to fade, but this one, it's brand new, but I already washed it and it still looks like exactly how it did when it came, and it did not shrink at all. So for most of you watching, that's a good thing. For me, I was kind of hoping it would shrink a little bit, but again, that does demonstrate the quality, and it's very soft, and you can definitely feel the weight. It sits well when you wear it. So again, just one of those things where if you're going to invest in some cool cigar swag, definitely recommend, this higher quality t-shirt. So you can check it out again on PrivadaCigarClub.com. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this time, the shipment that I received. It's always a treat for me. I try to do this in front of all of you because it's a surprise for me as well. I never know what's coming, and it's always great. I've yet to be disappointed. In case you're wondering, I'm actually smoking a Room 101. This is a 2018 limited edition, and it's fantastic. It has a nice little spice to it, a little bit of a cinnamon. It's had some different earthy spice kicks and a little bit of a sweetness to it. So I'm enjoying it quite a bit. This was on a previous shipment. I can't remember which one exactly, but it's been in my humidor for a little bit. So I always try to pull these out when I'm going to do a box unveiling to kind of retouch on some of the cool cigars that come in the shipments, in case you haven't yet received yours. But I don't know if there's anybody left that hasn't, because I do see a lot of comments on Instagram, on my YouTube channel, of all the different people that have ordered and are super happy and are using the hashtag #WeArePrivada. And yeah, so it's great to see that the word is spreading and it's in a positive way. So couldn't be happier to see that. Sadly, I will put my cigar down, but it's all in good things. Again, you can check out their website, privadacigarclub.com, and you can fill out their little questionnaire and get all your information on there. And then you can also do some additional shopping. They've added that recently, which was really cool. So you can stock up while they have them on some of those rare, special, limited ones that they may have a few extras of. But again, let's see what's in here. So we have the write-up, which again, to me, this is a huge feature. This is a huge, basically something that really sets them aside from other people that are also offering clubs. This is something that Brian does. He takes his time and he does these really amazing write-ups, which I've mentioned it before. I'm somebody who really appreciates that. Being somebody that usually does the research myself, it's nice to have somebody kind of telling me that information, as well as even the tasting notes, which is great. And he's very elaborate with the tasting notes, which I appreciate. So let's go ahead and get into this. So it's always in these beautiful packs. They have their nice Privada Cigar Club stamp. Oh, I see a Lancero. Haha. Here we go. And then, of course, there's always a Boveda pack in there. Can't express enough how important that is. If you ever get a package of cigars that does not have a Boveda pack or some kind of humidification, it's not good. So anyways, that's always there 100% of the time, and it's great. Boveda is fantastic. So what is this baby? So we have the Sinistro Honor Amongst Thieves pre-release. These don't come out until August 2019. This is a Corona Gorda. It has a beautiful aroma. Kind of a sweeter something. Ooh, that's nice. The band itself is a little kind of simple, but who knows if it's just on here because it's a pre-release or if they're going to keep that. Doesn't really matter, but just making comments on that. So it says, James and Coleman are back at it. Honor Amongst Thieves. What a great name. The reality is there is no such thing. I suppose that's what makes it a cool name, because it would be nice if there was such a thing. The name reminds me of one of my favorite quirky movies called Welcome to Collingwood. If you haven't seen it, try watching it. It's not a popular movie, but I love it because it embodies the idea of honor amongst thieves. They don't make movies like that anymore, and they certainly don't make cigars like this. It's a Brazilian Cubra Maduro wrapper. No wonder. Yummy. A binder of undisclosed origin and a filler of Nicaraguan Ligero, Piloto Ligero, and Corojo Ligero, Dominican Ligero, and Pennsylvania Broadleaf. Wow, that's really amazing. That's going to be a nice smoke. It's a dark, deep Brazilian-style Maduro with an affinity for dark stone fruits and smoky goodness. When you grow up in big cities like Pittsburgh and Los Angeles, you grow a love for the cinematic bad guys and the street legends that lack education and work ethic, but have a hope and a dream along with the will to do what it takes to claim their fortune. Even us good guys have found ourselves rooting for the bad guy here and there. What I believe is going on with this blend is a rare mix of tobaccos that may not have fit in the other cigars, but in the expert hands of the blender and rollers, it came together and became a truly unique thing of its own. Tasting notes. On the body, some of the samples have a really pungent, funky, almost goat cheese style aroma. Wow, I did not get that on this. And on others, more of just a manure sweet barnyard note. That's what I got on this one. I get chocolate, leather, and coffee on the foot. The cold draw has a twangy, salty milk chocolate sweetness. The first few puffs see almost no pepper, but a bit of twang or zing. These are notes I typically describe Cuban cigars with. Hard to describe other than twang. I suppose you can call it salt or dried pungent fruit esters. There's a bit of floral, fruity notes and still more of the twanginess. Okay, this cigar is earthy, minerally, salty, and tangy. Sweet earth, white pepper, salt, and cocoa powdery sweetness with tinges of dried fruit essence here and there. Then you get a molasses, sweet woods, and espresso halfway. I start to taste a distinct dark cherry and even further down notes of herbs like thyme. The smoke is chewy and leaves of caramel coating on the mouth. Pairing notes, dried fruits, caramel, deep red wines. Nice. I will definitely put this with a red wine. I'm a big fan. Lamb chops, cherry pie, peanut butter mousse, Scotch Lowlands, chilled cognac, peanut butter cup, Irish beer, after Brazilian or Middle Eastern barbecue. Wow. Let's all be grateful that Sinistro gave this to our club first, even before introducing it at IPCPR. That's actually really cool. Shout out to these guys on Instagram at Sinistro Cigars. Please try to take some solo shots of this bad boy. Beautiful. Well, I, for one, can't wait to smoke it. That sounds right up my alley. I'm not even surprised because, of course, again, they know me. I've gone on there, filled out what I like, what I don't like, all that good stuff, and I'm getting a cigar that sounds like I'm really going to enjoy it, like always. So moving on, this one you can tell has some nice age to it. It has this beautiful kind of a, you know, that color that the cellophane gets after it's been sitting and the oils and all that stuff has just been aging. So you can tell it's an older cigar. Has a fainter, a little bit fainter of an aroma on it, but still really nice. Okay, so the Colt Churchill 2012 vintage. Xikar is a company best known for arguably the best accessories. Yes, in fact, we are working with them on a Xikar cutter for the club. I am not surprised. During the course of discussing the cutter project, our rep Larry mentioned he had something very special, aged, professionally, and rare. Of course, that piqued my interest. He will not allow me to write about the legality of this cigar other than the fact that a non-compete agreement signed with another cigar maker, who a lot of you are fond of, halted the sale of this cigar and left them sitting in an aging room for 7 years. The cigar uses an ometep leaf in the blend. Ometep is a volcanic area in Lake Nicaragua and is hard to get to. It is, and it's a beautiful place. Rare and exceeds the quality of most fillers used today in cigars. How awesome is it that we get to smoke this piece of history? Very awesome. Who else can bring this experience to the table? I'm so proud to introduce you to the Colt, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Indonesian Sumatra binder, long fillers from Nicaragua, including the highly sought after Ometep. This cigar comes out of the Tacasa Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. I've been told this is all I can say about the backstory, even with the non-compete now over. Who knows the real story? And honestly, as much as I'd like to know, who cares? It's finds like these that make me feel like I did the job you propositioned me to do. Let's face it, at these prices, with this quality of cigars, we're basically pooling our money together because there's power in numbers. I just happen to be the guy making the deals, and it is an honor, my friends. Tasting notes. The body of the cigar is smooth and smells of dried fig and sugary vanilla. Then I'm hit with the scent of butterscotch, hard candy like Werther's Original. Wow. The cold draw is minerally metallic and has slight notes of almond. The cigar starts out with a surprising amount of minerals and earth with black pepper, Earl Grey tea, sweet leather, and an overall heat to it like an overproofed bourbon. The ground black pepper sticks around on the finish. I start to get toffee and herbs, deep dark earth with smooth sweet smoke. That somehow reminds me of a vanilla cake icing. I'm now tasting banana esters. Some really high proof rich spirits have ester aroma. Black pepper, sweet icing, smoke and minerals, toffee, graham cracker, banana ester, herbs, grilled eggplant, and earth. Wow, like that's amazing. The black pepper turns to white pepper and some of the other flavors mend to remind me of animal crackers. Towards the end, I get a lot of the above mentioned notes, plus there is a new addition of toasted hazelnut. I really cannot believe how dynamic this smoke is. If this cigar doesn't end the debate on if cigars should be aged, no cigar will. Wow. Well, damn, that's got some big shoes to fill after reading all of that. I can't wait to smoke this one. And it's beautiful. It has this nice little closed foot and like a perfect little pigtail. See, I've got some Latin on here. Okay, so Colt, really nice. Anyways, that sounds fantastic. Very excited about that. Oh, pairing notes. Amber lager, Pinot Grigio, vodka soda, caramel, bourbon on the rocks, flan, creme brulee, vanilla soda or root beer, adult root beer float, Jack and Coke, after barbecue chicken or pulled pork. And don't forget to shout out Colt Cigars on the gram. Definitely got to show some love on Instagram. And now for this baby. Oh, look at this beautiful little Lancero. Oh. Okay, so this one is a Padilla Miami 8 and 11 limited edition El Titon de Bronze Lancero. Oh man. Yeah. This cigar is the pinnacle of the modern day craft cigar movement. Okay. A time-tested blend, a proven master blender, the best rolling factory in existence, and one level 9 cigar roller from Cuba skilled like no other. Neither you nor I have most likely smoked a cigar that has so many skilled parts. Surely some of us have had the best tobacco, but rolled in less than classic construction, or amazing construction with a good blend, but nothing to write home about. The point that I am making here is that not one aspect of this project allowed anything less than perfection in terms of the standard of its tobacco and blend and construction. Ernesto Padilla originally created this blend while working with Pepin from my father, around the time that Pepin entered the United States. It is roughly an Ecuadorian Habano wrapped around Criollo and Corojo from Nicaragua and other Nicaraguan long fillers. Padilla, like most perfectionists, never stopped seeking the peak and, as we know, has moved production several times. All of those moves have allowed us some pretty insane opportunities at trying the same blends from different vintages and different factories. See our website shop page, Back to the Future #2. That's a really cool program, by the way. The last time Padilla worked out of El Titon de Bronze was around 2013, and it was very brief. The band on the cigar you're holding is from that production run, but it was not a Lancero. Sandy Cova, owner of El Titon de Bronze, only allowed one roller out of her staff to touch this project. He is from Cuba, working for big Cuban brands and has experience with this ring gauge. All of the rollers at El Titon de Bronze are level 9 master rollers from Cuba, but only one was allowed to touch this project. Wow. Unreal. We ran out of the secondary band towards the end of production, so some of you may have a cigar in your hand that only has one band. Talk about limited. Mine has two, so I'm cool. Tasting notes. There's a rich tobacco aroma on the body that reminds me of opening a very expensive pack of cigarettes, i.e. Dunhill. There's also, oh wow. Nice. There's also a sweet nougat aroma, vanilla, apricot, and something else there, like the smell of cantaloupe skin before you cut it open. The cold draw is musty with licorice and almost mothball-like notes along with milk chocolate underneath. Dynamic from the start. Once lit, a cinnamon spice coats the tongue and sticks around. I get an intense aroma along with gingerbread and red hot candies. Next come toffee, rich tobacco, white pepper, and frankincense notes. I have to pause to think about how elegant this cigar is. Wow, that sounds very exquisite. Both in shape and complexity, and of course, construction. It may be one of the most beautiful cigars I've ever had the pleasure of smoking. The retrohale is cinnamon and oak. Further in, I get white toast, licorice, and rotund, gorgeous floral notes. The smoke is super creamy, yet slightly tart, which then starts to take on a lemon note. Graham cracker, oat, and cinnamon. My mouth is tingling in a good way. Next, I get creamy, oaky cinnamon toast with a zing on the tongue that reminds me of Grey Poupon, along with grape jelly or raspberry, where the floral notes were. The cigar then finishes with continued hints of Grey Poupon, slight musk, creamy oak, and floral. Pairing notes, tea with honey and cinnamon, light coffee with cream and sugar, the darkest chocolate you can find, raspberry sorbet, brut champagne, porter stout beer, a white Russian Caucasian mixed drink, coffee-infused Patron, rum of any kind, almond joy, mounds, dark raisinets after steak or broiled seafood. What an honor it has been to smoke this cigar. Please thank at Padilla Cigars and at El Titon de Bronze for making this possible. Awesome. So, wow, I don't know which one. I mean, I'm always going to lean towards the Lancero, and then especially after that whole story and those tasting notes, wow, I mean, this one is definitely moved up to the top of what I want to smoke first. but they all sound absolutely fantastic. So there's a call to action. Let's see. Call to action, folks, www.spiritedsmoke.com is the first user-generated blog site for cigars, spirits, craft beers, and everything pertaining to the lifestyle. It's a daily one-stop shop of cool videos, articles, and commented discussions of the cigars we smoke. Visit it daily, bookmark it, and leave it plenty of comments. This is the way we are going to get even more access to more exclusive cigars because brands want to work with us when they see the movement we are creating. Support Spirited Smoke on our Instagram by commenting often. I am grateful to be able to do this with you, Brian. Awesome. So that's fantastic. Again, I cannot wait to smoke these cigars, and I can't wait to see the feedback from all of you. I love reading the comments of those of you who have also received yours, and maybe you received 3 out of 3 like I did, or maybe a couple of them and then something different. But I love to hear the feedback, and I love to see how happy everybody is and how excited we all are to be part of the cool Privada Cigar Club movement. So thank you as always for tuning in, and I welcome your feedback. Which one would you like to see a review of? If I can wait around to do a review, I might just go straight into smoking it. I don't know yet, but let's see and read the comments and all the feedback. So thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you all soon. Cheers.